Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line.
The Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense to go on the attack first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A-game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A give to Brown. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. 3rd down from the gun. Manning. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And that's such an underrated skill when you watch quarterbacks, man. To be able to see him, he sees the receiver breaking from the right side of the field, but you got to be able to read the coverage in front, and that's really good timing, getting the ball out of your hands, knowing when he's going to come open, and putting the ball right on him.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the run, it's Smothers. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. Across the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Running through contact. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Inside the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. After run, now throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This is a designed run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Xavier Robinson. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Sends it back in motion. Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Manning on play action. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Back to pass, it's Mateer. It's complete to the left. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting jogs on the field.
Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the run, it Smothers. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. So after the break, they'll go back to work. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Play action, here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Coleman open on the right. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout call by the Sooners, that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense getting set for first down. Tight end now in motion. Quick handoff. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Give to the back. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll give it to Robinson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Rushes on him. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's Manning to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go play action with Manning. Hauls it in. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coleman's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Manning to the air again. Scratch it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. And it's a sack. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 17 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Fighting Irish on top right now in a battle of one-loss teams. And I say it all the time, but I really believe the team that can win the turnover battle will be the team that comes out with the W. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the Cotton Bowl. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Sooners want to move quickly. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw again. Just a little off. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Robinson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The officials blow the whistle to stop play, and there is a Longhorn shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. The lead is now back down to 9.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. On the left side, here's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To throw, Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hand off for Brown. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. The give to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Arts to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Brown has it. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Brown again. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Longhorns will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Running inside, it's Robinson. Finding some room. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Robinson one more time. Bounced off his feet. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Arch Madness. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. A give to Brown. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Makes the grab on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Robinson again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Flips it out to the back. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Right on the money. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Right on target this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Xavier again. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Here's the pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. Touchdown Sooners. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll give it to Brown. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Manning on play action. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Manning fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using his legs to buy some time. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket breaking down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Obviously didn't like what he saw in 1st down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Fakes to grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The tag. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch to this defense and probably a knockout punch.
They say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. 1 play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for, but most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. and a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.